Welcome to this day in wrestling history from March 25th. In 1957, in Nashville, Tennessee, Classy Freddie Blassie defeated Mike Classy for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. The title isn't immediately held up. In 1991, at a WWF Superstars of Wrestling's television show tapings in Las Vegas, Nevada, Earthquake, kayfabe crossed Damien, the pet python of Jake the Snake Roberts, while Roberts was tied up in the ropes during a scheduled television match between the two, which resulted in a no contest. When the match aired on TV, footage of Earthquake landing on Damien was edited out of the broadcast with cutaways to the show's event center hosted by Sean Mooney. In reality, there were two bags at ringside which were switched, and the bag Earthquake landed on contained stockings with a hamburger meat and a small motor to simulate a snake. In 1994, in Devon, Pennsylvania, St. Douglas, Mr. Hughes and Public Enemy, Walker Walk, and his tag team partner, right quickly, my mind's going blank, but they defeated Terry Funk, World War Hawk, Ken Sullivan, and Tasmaniac in the Ultimate Jeopardy War Games Wars match. With the win, Douglas won the ECW Championship. He would hold the championship for the next year, during which Douglas relinquishes the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. ECW leaves the NWA and ECW establishes its own World Championship. In 1995, in Yokohama, Japan, Mariana Toyota defeated Audrey Kong to win the WWA World Singles Championship. In 2001, on the go-home edition of Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, Vince McMahon revealed on a live broadcast, simulcast with WCW Nitro from Panama City, Florida, that he had purchased WCW and announced that he bought the competition. During the simulcast, Vince McMahon's son and WrestleMania opponent Shane McMahon announced on the historic broadcast that he was the kayfabe owner of WCW. This announcement set the stage for WCW and eventually ECW as its own invasion. Also, Stone Cold Steve Austin and the WWF champion The Rock defeated the Brother's Destruction, King of the Undertaker, in the main event. So obviously, let's talk about last Nitro for that same night. On the final edition of the CW Monday Nitro, it took place at Club La Villa in Panama City, Florida, and it was tagged as the Night of Champions. Booker T defeated Scott Steiner for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. He was also the United States champion at the same time. Also, Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio defeated Elix Skipper and Kid Romero for the WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship. This would be the last championship. This would be the last Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions, as the championship will not carry over post-purchase. And Sting defeated Ric Flair by submission in the final match of not only WCW Nitro, but WCW as a company. In 2002, Raven defeated Maven for the WWF Hardcore Championship at the WWF SmackDown tapings in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. On the same show, Billy and Chuck defeated the Dudley Boys. This would be the last match for the Dudley Boys as a unit for 8 months, as they were split split up following the previous night's draft. The Dudleys ended up reuniting at the Survivor Series of 2002. In 2007, on the Go Home edition of WWE Raw, ahead of WrestleMania 23 from Chicago, Batista and The Undertaker, actually it might be 22 actually, but Batista and Undertaker defeated John Cena and Shawn Michaels in the main event. Mr. McMahon defeated Bobby Lashley. Actually, it's 23, sorry, my bad. Mr. McMahon defeated Bobby Lashley in a no disqualification match after outside interference by Umaga. In 2016, 2010, Tyler Black retained the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship against Austin Aries and Ring of Honor from the Ashes. In 2017, Progress Chapter 48, I'd like to chill here and shoot some dinosaurs at the Electric Ballroom in London, England. Pete Dunne retained the Progress title in the main event against Mark Andrews. Matt Riddle retained the Atlas title against Walter. Prince Seven and Tyler Bate retained the Progress Tag Team titles against Jim and Lee Hunter. Jimmy Havoc pinned Will Ospreay, and a loser leaves Progress. Fans brings weapons match. In 2019, Charlotte Flair defeated Asuka for the Women's SmackDown title from Cassville, Connecticut. On the same show, Big E and Xavier Woods won Kofi Kingston's WWE title shot against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 35 by competing in a tag team gauntlet match, defeating Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan in the final match to secure the victory and set up Kofi Mania in motion. In 2020, the second day of WrestleMania 35 tapings took place at the WWE Performance Center in Atlanta, Florida. Also in 2020, Sammy Guevara and Shawn Spears defeated Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin in the main event of the AEW Dynamite tapings at Norcross, California. In 2021, on an episode of SmackDown, Daniel Bryan was added to the Universal Championship match at WrestleMania between Edge and Roman Reigns. In 2024, at NXT television, Natalya defeated Lola Vice in open challenge. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day.